baby.
See you later, guys.
I love this.
So what is it about jewelry for you? But what does jewelry do for you?
Have you ever eaten cake without frosting?
Why?
It's all, yeah.
Mary Beth, don't ever talk to me like that again.
Exactly. It's like, to me, the jewelry is the frosting on top. That's
I love
for sure. This is actually a beautiful ring, and this is very, very affordable. So maybe it's your very first piece of jade jewelry. You have 5 different designs to choose from, truly. So we're going to start with this one right here. This is the Kalahari. We'll come back to them and explain them. This is the basket weave. Here we have the hammered look. This one is the floral. And this one is called the crane. And the crane is one of the newer designs that maybe you've seen, maybe you haven't. I just want to say, I'm sorry, this is the first day at a clearance price. These were $112.50 each, which is still really good because remember, these aren't hollow, this is solid sterling silver. But our price, we literally cut it by $45 to bring it down to $67 and change. We have all the sizes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So dive in, give this one a try. I'll have to take off one of my other rings to put this one on. But you know, this is that everyday kind of ring that you put on, you leave on.
Yes.
Or, you know, anytime you feel like you don't have another specific ring you want to wear with that outfit, you reach for these all the time.
And what I love about it is you're getting 5 completely different looks. They all play nice if you would like to stack them, but they're substantial enough that they are a standalone. And from a design point of view, I love that this is telling you the story of Jay. Based on all of the textures, you can literally go around the world with these 5 rings. So which one would you...
Start with Kalahari.
Okay, so Kalahari, I adore. So Kalahari comes from my Out of Africa collection, which was a 2.5-week trip to Botswana. And I got to travel with the Kalahari Bushmen, and they shared so much beauty of this amazing country, and there's an energy about it. And I found it amazing that the Kalahari Bushmen have one of the oldest recorded DNAs in the world. So I'm like, so I go technically, and this gentleman was 6'5". He had all the bead necklaces, and I'm like, oh my God, I go, we look like family. Of course we're family. So I wanted to take those beautiful beads he created that they wore and put it into a design. So that's where you get those beautiful beads, and it's almost like a knife edge. So it comes up to a slight point with the ring. So that's our Kalahari. You'll see it going through many of our collections.
Yeah,
and then next to there, we're going to stay.
Next is the basket weave.
We're staying in with the Kalahari. We're staying in Botswana. But this was one day, we're going through the Okavango Delta, and we come up against a bunch of tribal women who had come together, individual tribes. They were stripping down the palm fronds, and they were weaving them into fishing baskets. So I love the fact that it was individuals from different tribes coming together for the betterment of the community. And as our local guide said, this was a tribe made by choice. You know, you have family by blood, family by choice.
Exactly.
So I love that story. So here I've given you that classic, that gorgeous, almost like a chevron pattern. But again, this is slightly domed, so it's not a flat ring where you're going to get all of that structure, all of that sculpture, and all of the beautiful basket weave, and then it's that delicate hand-applied oxidation that really brings this piece to life. This is one of the most classic silhouettes and textures that we offer.
It is. Then we move on to the hammered design. And this is for those of you who love the shine. You know, if you really love shine and sparkle, then you go for the hammered.
Because it is, if you like that brilliance, if you like to see silver as bright as possible, by doing that hammer technique, as I shared, it's not literally with a hammer. We carve it in wax and we fill it with liquefied sterling silver. So in the wax, we create all those indentations, almost to recreate the look of a faceting. This is a bright, gleaming, almost as though it's the sun on the ocean, that shimmer you get, or if and the original inspiration was waking up at 5 in the morning, starting our trek, and we go along a pond, and you see the moonlight coming over there, and then I see the ripple, and he goes back up, there's a hippo in there. And I was like,
I'd back up if they
like,
said there was a hippo
I'm like, I'm out of here.
No wonder it's rippling.
Yes.
But you look what you did on the inside.
We bring yes.
I just look, that to me is when we're talking designer jewelry. The average jewelry maker is not going to do that. It's more work, it's more time, it's more effort, but that's what jade jewelry does.
It's honestly, It's this surprise and delight. As you said, it's the frosting. This is the sweet spot of your life.
Right.
This is what's supposed to make you happy. And then we go to
then we go to the floral,
okay,
which is one of my favorites, which is what is on the pearl ring too.
It's so, look at the carving, my friends. These are flowers that'll last a lifetime. Inspired by my travel through India, I went to the Golden Triangle, started in New Delhi, through Jaipur, back down to the Taj Mahal, and I wanted to bring that story that means so much to so many of us. Whether it's flowers make you happy, whether your happiest place is with dirt under your fingernails in the garden, or if it's that ability that flowers symbolize faith. My mother always told me, you plant seeds because you believe in a brighter tomorrow. You may not see it growing, but just like you children, she said, I'll constantly water you and feed you because I know in the end, if I take care of you, you're going to grow big and strong.
That's right.
And it's the same thing with the flowers. So if you love artisan carving, you are going to absolutely adore. And it stacks, you guys. You can stack these with any of them.
Okay, we're going to talk about the last one, the crane, but I just want to take this call because Linda from New York. Linda, it's Mary Beth and it is Scott. Welcome to QVC this morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful. What an honor to speak with both of you.
Oh,
Well,
you're so kind.
I'll tell you, I just get goosebumps when I even just think about the fact that he's back in the studio. It's been 2.5 years.
They lifted the restraining order and they let me back in the building. They tried to say it was because of some pandemic, but...
Exactly. So
Well, I was shocked, too. I mean, after seeing split screens for so long, it was so nice to finally see everybody come together. It's been a long time.
It's nice when family can be back together.
yes.
Right. Well, anyway, I wanted to speak about what I purchased this morning. I love your shows. I kind of bounce back from channel to channel. But I saw this bracelet, and what really attracts me to the line itself is the attention to detail, the carving. I'm a retired art teacher after 45 years, so when I see details like this in jewelry, and I love jewelry, but especially the J-line, I see the variety of the materials that you've been using, from gemstones to pearls to the different carvings, the patterns. I'm the type of person that I notice detail. And I also notice gram weight when I'm wearing something. I want to be able to put a bracelet on that I can feel, that I actually can feel, and I can see detail on. So the bracelet, the triple bracelet that I purchased, it was a hard decision because all of your items that you have featured and items in the past, it's a hard decision of what to buy, in this economy. I had to think, and I looked at this bracelet, and the detail on the clasp alone is really something. So my congratulations to your designers.
Can I tell you, that means the world, especially coming from an art teacher who understands the value and the time and the energy and the love that goes into the details. And I love that you said how you enjoy the different materials, because as you know, as an art teacher, a Picasso is just a canvas and paint. But when you can bring it together and create something unique, and that's what we want to do with Jay, bring you unique materials from around the world and really let our master artisans create works of art.
And they're strong.
Yes.
This box chain is strong. And the value of this, I mean, if you look at other box chains from other places, they're not done as well as these, as the strands on this bracelet. Really. And when I wear something, I like to see the detail. And believe me, I notice jewelry on everybody.
I
love it.
You do.
I
Linda,
stand at grocery lines and I just look. I mean, I can't be the only one.
I'm the same way.
I am too.
Yeah, I just look, and I thought I might do this different. I might have done this different. But anytime I watch the J line, I have to say to myself, oh, what do I get?
Well, I am so excited that you're with us this morning, Linda. And don't you just love the descriptions that Scott does? I mean, it just brings all of his pieces to life. And
yes, even though we've been home a lot, I feel that when my eyes travel on a piece of jewelry, I'm really traveling afar.
Oh, thank you
That
so
makes
much.
me so happy. Thank you.
I love listening to your stories. I'm living vicariously through you, Scott.
Can I tell you, you are too kind, and if I give you my family's number, can you tell them that you like to hear me talk?
Oh, yes. I could listen to you for hours. And you too, Mary Beth.
Oh,
I've been with you before when QVC wasn't QVC.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching all these years. My
Oh,
goodness.
yes, I'm right
Linda,
up to
my
say that.
producer's telling me I have to go, and I don't want
Okay.
to, but I have to. You know what I mean? We got to do what
I
we're
do,
told.
I do.
So anyway, most of the
Thank
time.
you, Scott. And
Honey,
thank you, Mary.
Thank you
Thank you
much,
so much.
Linda. God bless you.
Okay.
Enjoy
Oh,
that
love.
bracelet.
Thank you. Bye.
You know, we not only do we not get to see guests in the studio and haven't for 2.5 years, but we don't even get to take many calls.
Oh, this is
And
awesome.
so to be able to hear what our customers say, to hear what Linda had to say of not only about your pieces and your designs, but about your stories and your travels. I mean, that's what QVC is all
Yes.
about.
What-
That's the difference between us and all the